Welcome back to International Scale Model. I'm Lee. This is the March news show 2016. I do apologise, it's a little bit late again, but I think this is about the time of the month that both Paul and I have a little bit of time spare. Now, it is actually 7 AM in the morning here. To be honest with you, I've been so busy that this is the only time I'm going to get to film and hopefully try and get it edited and up tonight as well. So if I'm a little bit tired, a little bit sleepy-eyed, that's why, because it is a bit early for me. But anyway, the update, obviously, we've got all the normal stuff, which is the forum updates, the GBs, the SiGs, the news in brief for Ultimate, some very important news. Build updates, free prize draws and everything, and a couple of reviews for you as well. So I think without further ado, we'll get straight into it, and we'll start with Ultimate News. Okay, so Ultimate News, and the big news is Ultimate Primer, yay! We've been negotiating with quite a large company in the USA to get this over here in UK and Europe. It's been very hard to get hold of. This is it's Ultimate Primer, it's labelled as their own. It is made by a big American paint and airbrush company who we all know. So it is it's the same as a stuff called Stynal Res. And that it's labelled as Ultimate Primer for our markets here and everything. Now, it's a fantastic primer. Anyone who's had any experience about this will know how good it is. Also, I don't know of a person who's actually knocked this primer yet who can say anything bad about it whatsoever. It has some great unique qualities, and we've just felt it would be great to bring under the Ultimate banner and go into partnership with said company. We've got our heads together and we've come up with Ultimate Primer. So this stuff is absolutely fantastic. If you haven't got any at the moment, you do need to get some and check it out. There's two sizes, 120ml bottle and a 60ml bottle if you just want to give it a whirl and see how you get on with it. We've got three base colours at the moment, which is grey, black and white. I would imagine over time we'll introduce some other colours as well. I think there's some red oxide and yellow and things like that. So I'm sure those will be, pushed into the range in the coming months. But you can buy these on our site, ultimateretail.com. You can get them from all good model shops, like E-Models and MJR Model Hobbies, and I think there's lots of companies, even across Europe and everything as well. We've been selling to all markets. They go all across the world, and as I say, we ship worldwide from umpretail.com. So if you want to give these a whirl, come on over, have a look and see what you think. They are absolutely fantastic. I haven't heard one modeller, and some very big modelers have recommended this product fully and give it their full backing and use it all the time as well. So I think we all know who they are. It's definitely worth getting. I know, Paul's been banging on about it for since the year dot. It's actually Paul that got everyone to know about the original Stynal Res and everything. So it is a fantastic thing. I've used mine up, and I'm waiting for another one to turn up for me, another few to turn up for me. But seriously, we are so proud of this. We're really over the moon that we've managed to get our heads together with Badger and get this over here and everything. And we should never sell out. We're on a regular basis. We're on a regular import with them and everything. So fingers crossed, everything should be good for the future. But if you've got any questions about it at all, feel free to drop us an email, or any questions at all whatsoever you might have about the primer. We will release a video. I think Paul's going to do a little video later on in a news show about it and everything, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. But it is probably the best primer on the market. It's polyurethane self-leveling, it's water-based, non-toxic. And it goes through, it's recommended it goes through a 0.4 needle, but you can get it through a 0.3 if you turn up the pressure a bit, and maybe thin it 10% with UMP thinners or something like that. So absolutely very versatile, and you can paint, or you can go over it straight away within 30 minutes, or you can leave it to go rock hard for 24 hours. It really is a big deal, and it is a fantastic primer. And to be honest with you, once you've started using it, I mean, I'm going to bin all my other primers. I've got bottles of it that I need to sell, that I've stuck up on because I'm out here. So so go on over to umpretail.com, or from any good model store, they'll all have them. So that's our big news for this month. But there is more news. We are now stocking Freedom model kits. We've had a chat to Freedom, and at the moment we've got all 4 of their new kits in stock, which is the F20B, the F20A, we've got the U57, which is the unmanned thing, which was their first release, and their brand new release was the D650 Aquitaine 1700 flavour. I've done reviews of these. They will go up over the next couple of weeks and everything, just so that you can see what they look like inside the box. But let me tell you, they are fantastic bits of plastic. They really are nice kits. And to be honest with you, I'm dying to get into that Tiger Shark. I know Paul's have nicked a couple for himself as well. But that does look a nice model in the Sundowner scheme. It's a what if one, but in the Sundowner scheme it does look mighty nice. And the only other thing I've got, in the next 4 to 8 weeks we should have another new release for Ultimate as well. So watch out for that one. There will be a timer go up on the website like there was for the Primer, and that will go up probably in a few weeks' time when we know a little bit more about the logistics of our next products and everything. Exciting times for Ultimate this year. We've got quite a few things on the drawing board, so keep them peeled and watch this space. So now we're going to go back to the new show. Right, well there you go, that was the big Ultimate news, and it is big news for us. We're so chuffed, and I just want to say massive thanks to everyone over at Badger so that we could put our heads together with them and to get this product out and everything, especially to Ken and Candy as well. Been nothing but helpful all the way along, so thank you guys, thank you very much. So now we're going to go over to Paul, who's going to do a quick review of the Ultimate Primer. Over to Paul.
Hi everyone, Paul Fantastic Scale Modeler, welcome to another review. Today I've got a review of the new Ultimate Primer. Now, myself and Lee at UMP, we struck a deal with Badger USA. They enabled us to relabel the Standard Res Primer. Now, I've been using this for, oh God, I reckon about between 14 and 18 months now, quite some time. I was recommended a bit by another modeler. After trying Vallejo AK Primer, which the Vallejo is terrible stuff. The AK, it's okay. It's not great though. Tried this, wow, loved it. Had the Badger stuff. Been using it non-stop for well over a year. It must be approaching 18 months easy. And it's just been phenomenal stuff. I've recommended it to everybody on Facebook. You guys have gone out there and bought it in, in massive amounts from the UK supplier that we had available. So we've struck up a deal, we've relabeled it. This will make it easier to get in the UK because the other place used to go out of stock all the time. The foreign overseas postage costs were quite high. This is through feedback from other people, not from myself. So we've now got it in stock. We've got abundant stock of it. We've got the 120ml and the 60ml bottles in the black, grey and white. Maybe look at the larger bottles in the colour at a later date, but for now this is what we've got. So like I said, I've used it quite some time. Its spray is absolutely beautiful. Badger recommends, I think it's a 0.5 they actually recommend, but I know for a fact I've had it go for a 0.3 before on an iWater, I forget what it was now, and it goes through 0.4 on a harder Steenbeck, no problem whatsoever. It's a very thick primer, so that's why it needs a larger needle size, and it needs a pressure. I spray it about 24, but I know people spray it up to 30. So you need the higher pressure and the larger needle size. Now, like I said, they come in 120ml and 60ml bottles, which we've got. This is the black, as you can see on the back. I'm not lying, at the bottom it says made and bottled by Badger Airbrush Co. in the USA. We've got instructions on the back, no thinning needed. You can thin it if you wish, but I wouldn't, to be honest. Best applied with a 0.4 or larger needle at 20 to 30 psi. Spray light layers and allowed to dry for 10 minutes between coats. Model is ready for paint after 30 minutes, but is recommended to allow 24 hours to fully cure. Always remember to close cap, clean your airbrush immediately after use with UMP airbrush cleaner. That's another thing as well. People are saying they're having trouble removing it from their airbrush. I'll show that at the end. I don't have any bother whatsoever. With regards to letting it dry, if you're gonna just paint straight over it and you're not gonna mask, I'd 24 hours is fine. If you're gonna mask, I'd still leave it 48 hours just for peace of mind. You know it's fully set. If you've got multiple models on the go, you can put it to one side, leave it be, job done. So that's that. So what we got here, we got a what is it? Edwards MiG 21 SMT. This is my entry into the ISM from Russia with Love group build, and we're gonna prime today in black. So we'll move these out of the way. We don't want them covered in paint. One thing I would recommend is when you get them, you see mine's open there. This one isn't though. This is a brand spanker. They come with a sealed cap like so. So to get that off, you lift it off, remove it. What I would recommend doing, and it's something I've noticed in the time I've been using it now, is get a knife blade or a sharp ruler, metal ruler, and actually physically remove all that sticker from the top. Because what I found was either it falls into the primer, which then goes into your airbrush, which you don't want, or it congeals around the top, it catches paint, and I've noticed that it can become, not a problem, but it's better to get rid of it than have it in there. The other thing as well, once you're using a flip up cap, you will get paint accumulating around that little rim there. Wipe it off, because you'll find a lid stops shutting properly, and that can cause problems on your brush too. Also, if you do get paint around that rim and click the lid shut, it does have a habit of spraying a couple of drops out, so keep it clean. As with any paintball, keep it nice and clean. Shake it up, give it a real good shake. I'm going to put my booth on now. So yeah, just a 20-second shake, make sure it's all mixed up. Like I say, you need a point. I would personally go 0.4, but I have had it through a 0.3 before. This is my aging hard steam back, and just for the cleaning purposes later, my colour cup is absolutely battered, it's dechrome, it's scratched to hell, so that'll make it hard to clean, but I know for a fact it will come off no problem whatsoever. So what we're going to do, we're going to just prime either the top or the bottom. I think we'll go with the top, because we've got a bit more surface area there to do. We'll do it that way to begin with. So check your flow as always, no problem there, and just start on this wing. Just a nice dusty coat to begin with. I'm holding it about 3 inches away from the model. We're at 24 psi. Get all the angles you need, just like usual painting, no problem at all. There's my phone, you have to ignore that. I do apologise, it'll go off in a second. So just mist it on. To be honest, even if you do put it on too thick, it doesn't really matter. It still dries really quick. Self-leveling, so there's no problem there. As you can see, it's all wet around there. If I put the brush on it, you should see it starting to dry in front of you. I'd say fantastic stuff. I've been using this for ages now. I absolutely love it. The white is absolutely amazing. It's by far the best white paint there is. The coverage is absolutely phenomenal. This black I absolutely love. I'll fully dry it as a satin black. Absolutely brilliant. I used it on my Lamborghini build. I've used it on a few other things as well. The Saab Viggen's got it on its nose cone. There's a satin black, it is superb. So like I say, mist it on, come back with a slightly heavier coat, then I will go over it again. Make sure you get your leading edges. No problem at all. To the side of the fuselage. A bit crazy there, going a little bit too thick. Like I say, it doesn't really seem to matter at all. I just don't spray things thick for the reason that, that's the way I've learned to airbrush. Not to spray things on too thick. Build the coats up slowly. So you're happy with the results. Like I say, it's a very thick primer, so a little does go a long way. and there we go. So we just air dry it now. Just going to go around with the brush. What I then do is probably leave that for half an hour, come back, paint the underneath, just so I can handle the top. It does dry very quick. It is quite resilient as well, even when it's freshly painted on. So we'll see it fully primed in the new show in my build update, but for now we're going to do the top, and I'm going to turn that off so you guys can hear me better. So there you go, probably, what is it, 5 minutes work, and we've got a flawlessly primed fuselage. Beautiful, absolutely stunning primer, cannot fault it at all. Really, really nice. So like I say, I'll leave that for probably an hour, half an hour, come back, and then we'll paint underneath exactly the same as the top, but as shown by that video, it's quick, simple, no fuss, and nice and easy. So absolutely fantastic. So what we'll do is we'll pop that out of the way because I don't want it to get damaged, which I've just done by hitting it into the side. Pop that on that box over there. Now I also use my RG3 gun on this thing. Absolutely fantastic spray gun. It's huge though, but again it sprays absolutely flawlessly, even through the fan pattern at a higher pressure and at a higher rate. Absolutely brilliant. So if you've got a larger spray gun, again it'll work absolutely great. And like I say, through the 0.3 I've had it go through before, and 0.4, as you just saw, absolutely faultless. Now cleaning, as you can see, that colour cup is absolutely ram-packed all the way around the side with the primer. Now I've had a few people almost argue with me, saying that the UMP cleaner will not clear. This is my near empty bottle that I've been using these past couple of weeks, and I know for a fact that this will clean out absolutely perfectly. So what have we got in there? 2.5 mil, not even that, of cleaner. It's a case of using a brush. I think this is what a lot of people aren't doing. They're not using a brush to clean it out. Now I will admit, unlike paint, primer does have the ability to grip a little bit better, but even just, what's that, 15 seconds with a brush around the edge. And what I'll do now is the usual clean. Just going to get right down into the self, pull the needle back, no air. You see me clean an airbrush before. Like I said, I don't treat, people to suck eggs, but somebody said the other day they were cleaning their airbrush just with cotton buds, Q-tips. That's not going to do it. You have to completely strip it down. I don't. I literally paint, airbrush cleaner in, blow back like this. See, makes a mess, it's fun. We do that, we blast out anything left, we wipe the colour cup inside of the tissue, saying on the outside, any remnants we blow it through, and I guarantee you, there you go, that's it, mostly clean again. So how people can say they're struggling, I don't know. You just must not be cleaning your airbrush properly, because the UMP cleaner cuts through it quick, simple, easy. One more blowback will do it. It's just the remnants that are in there before. Don't blow through this clean. Once you backload, don't ever blow through the airbrush, because if you brought anything out the needle nozzle, dried paint or whatnot, you put it back through there. So I should be able to blast a bit of cleaner through, wipe the tip, then I get some fresh tissue. Clear, clean airbrush. You see right down to that needle, and it's spotless. My cup is absolutely battered. It's as rough as hell in there, so it's not the easiest thing to clean. And okay, probably used a bit more than I would normally. I could use a lot less if I needed to, the cleaner, but it's spotless. And it's a case of, as always, a little drop of cleaner on your stand, job done. So how, I don't know what people are doing with it, to be honest, to say that it's not working. I'm not sure, but there you go. Don't just use cotton buds. This is just a Humbrol brush. It's that well used. It's a Humbrol Colaro. I think it's a number 6 or 8. That's all they ever use. I've had that single brush for months, probably now on a year now, and I just use it to clean the airbrush because it's a good size. It goes right down to the bottom of the colour cup and it works perfect. They're a quid each, so £1, so like $2 if you're elsewhere. So there you go. There's the Ultimate Primer. Works absolutely perfectly. It's a tried and tested primer, so we know it works. The guys who have used it before know it works. Now it's a bit more easily available from us at UMP, so if you want to go and get some, pop over to our website www.umpretail.com. we got all 3 colours in the 120mm and the little 60mm for you to buy, and we've got loads of other interesting things on there for you to look at as well. So there you go, quick simple review of our primer. Hopefully if you've not used it, it might put your mind at ease to give it a go, or if you have used it you think, yeah, that's how I use it, but I could say clean's easy with UMP Cleaner. So that's that. So there you go. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys around and I'll see you soon.
Well, there you go. As you can see, a very versatile product, and it is fantastic. Go to our website, get some, try some, see what you think. And I think you'll be chucking everything else out at the moment. There'll be reviews going up in all the magazines as well soon. They've all got their thingies of it and everything, so you can look at the reviews from magazines and all that as well, see what they think, and some big builders are going to use it as well, so really looking forward to that. Now we're going to go to the GBs and SiGs. We've got 2 going at the moment. Obviously we've got the Fighting Falcon SiG, which goes from the 1st of Jan to the 31st of March. Some great entries into this, obviously my favourite bird. Unfortunately mine has stalled right here. I'm trying to get this done before I go, but I've just started up a new transport company, and I'm away all week next week. I really don't know if I'm going to have time when I get back. Hopefully won't be doing another run for 6 weeks or so, so I might have time to just knuckle down and do that in a week, and that's what I'm hoping for. But some great stuff on there, sponsored by S&M stuff, so thank you guys. We've then also got obviously the with Russia, from Russia with Love GB. Now this has been our biggest GB so far. There's over 100 entries. And it would be absolutely fantastic if 60–70% of those could get over the finish line. It really would be awesome. It's sponsored by MJR Models and Hobbies. There's some cracking builds in there, some really good stuff in there, and it's going to be an absolute nightmare to judge that one. I'm really not looking forward to in fact I might just let someone else do it, because whatever we do it's going to be wrong, but it's God, I don't know how we're going to do that, I really don't. So, but anyway, some fantastic builds in that. Well done everyone. If you have got one in there, you've got until the 30th of April, so good 6–8 weeks still, 7 weeks still, sorry, to even if you haven't started one, you've still got 7 weeks to go in and jump in and see if you can do a model for that. So absolutely fantastic. So that's the GBs and SiGs. I know there are some other non-ISM ones on the site as well. I think Paul's got the Wheelie Good one, which is a car build. Paul's going for his 4-wheel phase at the moment and buying up every single car model there is in the entire world by the looks of it. So well done, Paul. But yeah, so I think there's a couple of other little ones kicking about as well, but some great stuff going on at the moment. And obviously if you go on and have a look for the GB and SiG calendar, you can see what's coming up next. I think our next one is actually the 1st of April, which is the egg plane SiG. So if you haven't got an egg plane yet, if you don't know what they are, Hasegawa do them. You get a lot of them from Japan. You can buy them from RetrokiT. We sell a couple of them on our site as well from RetrokiT. But there's some actually brilliant little egg stuff out. You can get aircraft carriers, planes, boats, helicopters, whatever you like. That just runs for 4 weeks over the April period, the Easter period, just for a bit of fun and everything. And it's always very well turned out competition. So there'll be prizes and everything, sponsored by RetrokiT, which will be 30, 20 and 10 euros to spend on his website and things like that, so that's great. But now I think we're going over to a review of some Minions which we sell on our site. Now these things, just to say, have been going like absolute wildfire. They are fantastic. There's over 60 to collect, and there's more and more coming out each month that Dom releases. I think there's another 6 due over the next 8 weeks or so due to come out. and they're getting better and better and better, funkier wires and all different ideas and things like this. I mean, I've been collecting these myself for 3 years, and we like them so much. We asked if we could sell them for RetrokiT and everything, and obviously Dominic has graciously accepted that. But they are fantastic, and I'm going to do a quick review of a couple of them and show you what I've got. So over to me. Welcome back to International Scale Modeler. I'm Lee. Today we're going to do a review of these. Now, as you can see, I've been collecting these for a little while now. These are the amazing Minions from RetrokiT. Now, we sell these on Ultimate Modeling products, obviously. That's not the reason for me doing those, but I've realised that I've not done a review on these Minions. So I thought I'd show you. I've been collecting these for 3 years now, ever since I met Domi up at Telford 1 year. And as you can see from the overhead, I do have a few of the Minions. Now, I usually buy 2 or 3 at a time, and I've been collecting for, as I say, three years. I bought a couple at Telford, and that was it. I'm hooked. And he brings out a lot. He brings out every 3 months. He brings out, I think, another 5 to 10 of them, really. So they're absolutely brilliant. But I mean, I think I've got 20 in total, 22, something like that. There's over 60 already. But I know there's another 6 coming out in the next couple of months, and then there'll be loads more after that. But his imagination is brilliant, because Domi actually comes up and sculpts these himself. I think he's got someone on board to help him now, but he does do all these himself. So very talented guy, and we're very happy to be stocking these on Ultimate Modeling products. Now, we only stock stuff that we love on Ultimate Modeling products. We've had other companies and things that we've stocked, but really RetrokiT and you know, the other companies that we've got, we really love them, and that's why we stock them. So it's not just all about the money. But as for these, I just thought I'd show you what I've got, and I'll pull a couple of bags at random. I mean, they do things like this Mars Forever thing as well, which is, you know, lovely. If you've ever seen the cartoon, then it's a Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck cartoon. You'll know who this guy is on this Mars Forever thing. And this one comes with a base. It's resin, and it's got a little metal thing in there as well. So very multimedia kits and a bit of everything. Most of them come very well packaged. A lot of them come like this. But you got these. I mean, we'll go to the overhead so it'll be easier for me. But you got things like you got a Darth banana, which is fantastic. Friday, you know, Freddy banana. You've got a Captain banana, Spider-Man, Terminator. You've got the normal. You've got an R2 banana. As the Dalek one I've got coming on the way. You've got like a Screaming banana from Scream. You've got Bat banana. You've got the Black Spider-Man as well. You've got Wolverine. There's Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, and you've got the normal Minions from the film as well. And then you've got things like this, which is another thing they do. They do lots of Star Wars stuff. Like they've got the Imperial Interplanetary Reconnaissance Probe in 1/72 scale. Something you'll not get anywhere else. Not massive, but that'll build up into a nice little kit, believe me. And there's loads of other things they do. You need to go onto umpretail.com and check out the full thing. We're literally getting more and more every day from Domi. So there's absolutely tons to connect, and to be honest with you, once you start collecting them, you will be hooked. I mean, I've got a plan to do 5 of these, all the superhero ones. I've got Batman, Captain Banana, I've got Spider-Man. There's a couple more I want to get, Wolverine. And things like that, and do a little comic one, a little comic diagram with them all on and everything. So, but I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll move all of these over there, and I'm just going to zoom this overhead in a bit, just so you can see what's going on. And then let's pull out this. Let's say Captain Banana. Okay, so it comes in this little packet. Okay, which is just a little block type bag with a little leaflet in it, and that's it. You don't need any instructions for these. I think they're quite simple to put together and quite easy to understand, to be honest with you. So in here you've got the main character, which is a solid lump of resin. Now this lighter resin is meant to be the safer resin as well. So as you can see, it's on a small resin block, so you just need to cut that off there. It's probably whiting out a bit actually. Just trying to see if I can. I don't know, but you can tell by the picture on the thing what it's going to look like. But you got his banana there, and his shield, and the arms attached to the shield. And there's a bit of clean up needed on there, as you can see from the resin. But absolutely looks absolutely fantastic, and great level of detail these things have. And it doesn't look much now, but when they're made up, they really do have character. As I say, lots of people have these as mascots. They have their favourite one, they pick one, do their favourite one, and then they'll end up getting hooked and getting the rest. I know I did. Let's have a look at another one. What we've got? We've got the Terminator one here. So let's have a look at this one. Now this is obviously Arnold Schwarzenegger one. I'll Be Banana it's called. I'll Be Banana. So we've got, get them out here, we've got, some of them are in there quite well. Again, this is a bigger lump, even bigger lump of resin. Absolutely massive lump of resin this is. It's got a nice weight, very hefty. Now you can see I'll get you in a bit closer just so you can see the level of detail there. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Stop that camera from moving. Fantastic level of detail, all inside the eye and everything. You can see where he's had his face off, and underneath there, you can see you got a bit of his underskin and everything, and his face expression is brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Again, you can pin these, the little feet here, and you just take this resin block off here, a little clean up here and there, and you can put some pins up through a base into those. And as I say, the wargaming pins, the bases, little round bases, are ideal for these. It'll be absolutely brilliant. But as you can see, the bandolier and the jacket, the creases, everything, fantastic level of detail all the way around, and his pockets on the jeans and everything. And you can tell that Domi spent a lot of time and love and effort in creating these. He obviously really does have a thing for it. And there's his gun and everything as well. Again, that's fantastic detail there. And it comes up really, really nice. Some great versions of this done. And then his arm. As you can see, there's not a lot of building on them. There's not a lot to do build wise. They are mainly, pop them together, and they're more of a painting thing now, figures. And because they're minions, that you don't have to be very highly skilled to do them. This is the thing. Because they're not going to be look amazing. They can be quite cartoony, which is another bit of the appeal. You can make them as good as you want them to be, or you can have them as basic as you want to be, because on the cartoons they're a plain yellow with the colours of the clothing. You go to work on the clothing and things like that. I'm just trying to find another one with it which is grey, and this white stuff keeps I think it's whiting out. But have a look at the screen one. This is a dark one actually. Have a look at the dark. No, that's white. Trying to find a darker plastic that you can see. Freddy Krueger. This is a popular one. This one we're always selling out. This one, but as you can see, I'll bring you in again. As you can see, fantastic level of detail on the face and everything there. The skin. He's got that pizza face look. Absolutely brilliant, and the hat is fantastic as well. That. Really good. Just excellent quality all the way through, and obviously he's got his trademark hand there with the claws. Just a little bit of tidy up needed on that, but absolutely brilliant work. You got to take a hat off to Domi. I know he's got a little doll in his hand there. Look, it's absolutely brilliant. The quality of that doll is tiny, and absolutely fantastic little quality on there. It's going to come really nice indeed. So as you can see, these things are. Very addictive. To be honest with you, I haven't built one yet. I've just been collecting them because they're just. I want to get them if he ever stops doing them. So I've got them all, But they're absolutely brilliant, and I do recommend that anyone should go and get one and have a look, see what you think, and paint one up. As I say, I want to do a superheroes one first off. That's my my little plan for them for the first ones. And then after that we'll see where we go. But there's so many to choose from. As I say, there's over 60 to choose from normally, and I know that there's another 6 coming on. I think a total in about 3 or 4 months will be about 70 of them. So I would definitely say that I think we are charging £7.99 each for them. go over, get one, try them out, see what you think, and I guarantee you will be hooked, and you will want to buy, you know, treat yourself to one every time you make an order on UMP or something like that. That I do. Well, that's what I've been doing. I've been treating myself every time I go to Telford. I buy a few, and I've had a few each month off of Domi, because I've bought the snow speeder and all that lot from him before as well. But these little things are a total recommend for me. They're great to support a guy who does all this sculpting himself. Great little talent, and I take my hats off to Domi. He's a nice guy as well. But those are the RetrokiT Minions, or bananas as they're called, because of a trademark thing. But they are definitely worth getting. Get one, try one, see what you think. You'll be hooked. I know you will. Massive thumbs up from me. All right, until next time, take care. Bye-bye. Right, well, there you go. They're absolutely fantastic little things. And if you haven't got any yet, I certainly suggest you go and get them. As I say, I've been collecting them for years, and I know Paul's hooked now, and there's lots of other little people that are getting hooked on these things. They're absolutely fantastic. They make great mascots on your desk. My plan is to have a whole row when I build my next iteration of paint rack, which hopefully will be at some point this year. I'm going to go balls out on this room. I'm going to dedicate a whole shelf just to Minions on its own. So I've got lots. You can buy the little wargaming bases to stand them on. So you just pin them into the wargaming bases and things like that. So I'm going to plan to do lots of little bases and things like that for them as well. Just tiny little things. So hopefully that'll work, and I think they look absolutely fantastic. I think they're so cute as well. They're brilliant. Anyway, we're going to go over to this month's competition for February. Okay, so this month's free prize draw for February. As always, if you are a winner, when you get your kit, if you could send me PM me a pic of it with you and your kit on ISM, that would be fantastic, so we can get it up in the Rogues gallery. I've got a few to put up actually, so they will be going up in the next few days as well, hopefully. But the prizes this month are from E-Models. We've got a Trumpeter 148 Sakoi SU11 Fish Pot, which it looks like a new release from them, very nice kit. And from Ultimate, from us, we've got a Tarangus 148 Saab Lancer A32A. Again, both very good kits, and both fantastic prizes actually. So the winner of the Trumpeter, the Sakoi from E-Models, is Chief5437. Well done, Chief. You get that brand new kit from Trumpeter. Very nice win indeed. Well done, mate. And from the for the Tarangus Lanson, the winner is Peppy. Peppy from Holland. Well done, mate. You get the Saab Lanson, and again, that's going to test your skills a bit because it is an older kit, but a very nice prize, and not a cheap one as well. So well done to you two. If you could both PM me your names and addresses on ISM, that would be fantastic, and we'll get these kits out to you ASAP. So the winner, the prize draw for March, the prizes are from E-Models. We've got the Kinetic, brand new Kinetic 148 SU33 Flanker D, another great kit from E-Models. Got to say thank you to E-Models. The level of kits they're supplying is absolutely fantastic, really spot on. And from Ultimate Modding Products, obviously, new three of our 120 millilitres of Ultimate Primer will be millilitres, yeah, 120 litres of each, no, 120 millilitres of each from Ultimate Primer. So two great prizes again, and a chance to get your hands on some Ultimate Primer for free as well. So that's great. I think now, I'm going to check my notes. It's going to be a bit of a short show this month, so we're going to go over to Paul's build section. So over to Paul.
Okay, thanks, Lee. So, welcome to my little update. No face to camera this month. The cave's a little bit of a mess behind me. I didn't really have time to tidy it up, and I need to shave really bad. So, no face to camera, which is way for you guys. So, we'll go through a few little bits, and then we'll head to the build, which are all just over here, awaiting picking up and having a look at. So, ISM, group builds, SiGs, F16 SiG, well underway. Plenty of entries, a few good finishes as well. You've got to the end of the month to get that done. Lee's probably gone through all this, but I'm going to go through it anyway. You've got probably 3 weeks to get that done. Mine's still on the shelf. I haven't touched it since last time. Working on different things, but I will get to it, hopefully, this month. Kind of run out of steam with that kit, to be honest. It's definitely a bit of a mojo sapper. And most of the people who are building the Kinetic F16s have said the same thing. Well, not 100% happy with the paint scheme. The MIG paints are absolutely crap, in my opinion. I prefer my Acans and my Mr. Hobbies, but I didn't have the set, and it would have cost me a fortune to get it, so that's by the by. But plenty of people are finishing, and hopefully plenty of other people are finished as well. F-16 is a fantastic aircraft. I just wish I built a different kit, but never mind. Should have saved the super for the 132 that I've got. They're from Russia with Love. GB is mental. Well over, I think there's over 100 entries. It's the biggest GB we've ever hosted. Loads of finishes already. Loads of fantastic builds. I couldn't even pick one to even think of describing right now. There's too many of them. Judging that is going to be an absolute nightmare. So I think I'll go on holiday for a week when we need to do that. But that's great. You got till the end of April to finish that one. Yeah, 30th of April for that one, and 31st of March for the Falcons SiG. My really good one is doing really good, funnily enough. I'm not sure how many entries we've got. I'll have a quick look while I'm talking to you. But it is doing really well. Sorry, not the camera. It is doing really well. There's quite a few underway. A few people starting late as well. We've got a couple of finishes as well, which is nice to see. One of them's mine, and we've got a couple of others. John Sharp, although his kit, I don't think his kit's still in this world. I think he had an accident with a hammer. But that mine, that one, and there's another one that's finished, and I cannot think what it is. The forum is crazy busy at the minute, and keeping up with the builds is proving impossible. And I've seen a few people comment that their posts aren't getting commented on. It's purely and simply just how busy the forum is. If people take the time to read things, they don't always comment, unfortunately. So don't get disheartened if you don't get a comment. It's just one of those things. It's becoming a victim of its own success. The forum very busy, but that's a good thing. Very good thing. So I've got 26 entries to my build, the really good one, and 4 reveals are up at the minute. They are, oh, we've got Dan's TRD 86, fantastic job Dan did. We've got Lysis, and his Nissan Skyline GTR. Wookie, which is John Sharp, and it's Hasegawa Lancia Stratos, and my Lamborghini, which is over there. I shall show you in a second. So they're all doing well. That's up, my GB's up for another, oh god, I think it's 4 months I think I set it up for, so there's plenty of time left on that. I've got another one underway that's not far off being finished, well, probably another week or so's work, and I will definitely be building more. I've added a hell of a load of kits to my stash of cars lately. Probably a good, oh god, 10 or so recently. Oh, it's crazy. They're coming in dribs and drabs. Picking not anything and everything, just a few things that interest me in particular. It's just far-fetched, you know, random. I'll show you a couple quickly. As we've gone from an Aoshima Black Series AMG SL65, which that's a rare kit to find, believe it or not. Cost me a fortune from Japan, to something like the McLaren F1 MP42. Great kit that came with an absolutely beautiful aftermarket set with everything in there you need to finish the kit. So a little bit of everything. I've got my eye on a couple of others. One is Tamiya's, I think it's the Jägermeister Alpha 155 with all the Studio 27 extras, and the other is the Lotus John Player Special, which I've just got another kit of, funny enough, an Ebro one, which I'll probably review. But this is the Tamiya one with absolutely everything in there. It's over £200, and I do plan to buy that. And if I do, either that or the Jägermeister Alpha, I'll do one of my at the bench builds with. So that's that. The Vegan video build, you might have seen the last part. We've got it all camoed up now. Still a bit of work before we go to the next stage. Still got a model underneath. You'll see it in a minute. We'll get to the update. Then we can move on to decaling. Shouldn't be far off getting that done. I reckon 2 more parts and she'll be done. Then we'll start something fresh, which I spoke about last time. We've got the Kraz. I need to do another update on that. I can't remember right now. We did a pin wash. I think it needs a matte varnish, and maybe a bit of oil fade, and we'll see. Not sure about that one yet, where we're going to go, but they're on the go. Advent updates are continuing. We're on the RS500 at the minute. We've got the Tarangus Thunder Flash on the go, and there'll be several others as we go as well, so they're regular updates. Future builds, like I say, one of those kits or all those extra aftermarket bits will definitely do. And something I think Lee did a review of one of these, and I can't for the life of me remember which one it was now. But myself and Lee, again, he's probably talked about this already, I've just become stockists for Freedom models. So we've got these, we've got all the ranging, but we've got 28 Tiger Shark. So this is the single seater, the fighter, absolutely beautiful kit. I'll quickly take the top of the box off so you can see what you get. It's very, very nicely moulded plastic. It's a cross, the plastic's almost a cross between Hobby Boss and Trumpeter, so it looks to be a half decent kit. So these will be up for sale on our website, hopefully by the time the new show goes out. So there's that one, absolutely fantastic. The one that really caught my eye was this one, which is a What If. So this is the twin-seater Adversary Fighter. Sundown is shown there on the box art, and I want to build that. That's the one I've seen. It comes with several schemes on the side you can choose from. I'll show it on the overhead camera so you can see. Still have them to choose from, but it's that Sundowner's blue camo that really catches my eye. So that looks absolutely brilliant. Next up, Hangouts still going. As popular as ever, really, to be honest. We've lost a few of the old guys. I don't mean old as in age, but the older guys have been with us. Things happen, people move on. It's just one of those things. And we've gained a few new guys as well, some great guys, absolutely brilliant. They're not going live as often as possible. We've got a lot of people out there who are just being absolute arseholes with the Hangouts, constantly leaving stupid comments in the chat. So I don't go live for me, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. It's you guys watching, that's it. So you want to blame me, blame all the arseholes that keep ruining the fun for everybody else. Like I say, I'm not particularly arsed if I go live or not. I'm in there to talk to the guys, and that's that. So you probably won't see any of those go live off me in the near future anyway. So for those who like to watch, I do apologise, but you have to blame all the idiots out there hiding behind fake accounts, not man enough to come forward and tell you who they are. But that's the beauty of the internet, isn't it? You can be in troll and nobody knows. So that's it. The Hangout's still going now. If you want to come in, the invite goes up every night on the YouTube, on the Facebook page. If you want to invite in, you can always just message me on Facebook or the forum. Or if you're one of the haters, you want to be a man and actually join and talk to me, by all means, I'll talk to you all day long about what you want to talk about. So that's that. Like I say, we've met some great new guys that have been joining lately. One especially is a young lad called Ivan. Ivan's been watching us for quite some time. He's joined recently. He's only 18. He's only a young whippersnapper compared to the rest of us. But he's a real nice young lad, and he likes his modelling a lot. Likes starting new kits, and he really likes dominoes as well. We found out recently. He's in the process right now ripping apart his man cave, getting new units installed. So he's going to have a real nice workbench set up very soon. But he's a regular in the Hangouts, regular poster on Facebook and the forum, joining in with a few of the builds with us, and like all modelers, he enjoys building kits. So that's it. Very, very kindly, a few weeks back, he offered a couple of kits up. He had a Tamiya F40, didn't want any more, and a Tamiya Porsche. Another lad, Tim, very good friend and member of the Hangouts, he wanted the F40. I had the Porsche. Ivan very kindly offered to post them for free, which was unbelievably kind of him. When the parcel arrived, he'd actually stuck me a bottle of Jack Daniel's single barrel in there, which is quite an expensive bottle of whiskey. Definitely generosity well past what it needs to be. As you can see, Ivan, thank you very much, mate. I know I've thanked you a million times. Honestly, thank you. And as you can see, I've made a little bit of a dent in it. It's beautiful stuff. It's a little bit early now to be having a drink. It's only 11:05 on Sunday morning, but absolutely loving that. Really enjoying that. Thank you very much, mate. Way beyond. Myself and Tim did give the gesture back. We bought him a Edward Danger Zone as a thank you, which is a great kit in itself, but certainly not on the generosity on the same level as Ivan gave us. So thank you very much. Now Ivan, he's got a YouTube channel. He's only got about 22 subscribers, so let's see if we can get him a few more. He's got a couple of reviews on there, a bench update, and I think it's another video. I think it's about 3 or 4 videos up at the minute. He's only got 22 subs, so I'll put his channel name up, which is Northern Modeler with 2 L's. Go on over, have a look at his videos, give him a sub, say hello to him. and hopefully bring out some more videos once he gets his bench set up. But his videos are worth a watch. He's a real nice young lad, and I hope he hangs around with us for quite some time. And that's enough of the soppy crap. Like I was saying, builds are here. What have we got? So, in progress, we'll start off with things that are at the least amount of progress. So the Thunder Flash, I think last time we seen this, we just glued it all together. I can't remember if all the other little bits and bobs were on. I'm not sure. I did have a little bit of a nightmare. It's happened before, and it happened on this. As you can see, I've been testing all the seams, no problem at all, anywhere. We got it all filled, checked. There's barely any filler needed at all, just a couple of spots right on this nose. I think it's about halfway down the belly. It's all been rescribed, it was all done, dusted, and I started putting in the clear parts. So I got 1 in, not a problem at all, 2 in, 3 in, I was going to do them, and I thought, well, I've got to CA glue this camera back in at the front, so I'll leave them out for now because I don't want the CA to fog the glass. So CA glued that in. It was an absolute nightmare getting it to stick in. It fell out when it was building, which is why I left it out. Put a little bit of kicker in, and exactly the same as what happened with one of my other kits, a 262 a while back. It reacted and split the plastic a little bit, just along the seam, no damage, so I had to clamp it, re-glue it, and that's why we're still at this stage now. So we need a little bit of CA glue sanding off. We can test the seams again, get all the glass on, and get it primered up and ready to go. Now, if you've already seen it, I've done the review on the UMP primer. This is what I was going to primer it on, but obviously because I didn't get this problem, I didn't bother. So that's one that you'll see a massive progress on next month. Now, the thing I did test a primer on for you guys was the Eduard MiG-21. This is the SMT. This is my entry to the From Russia with Love build on the forum. So this was nearly ready, just need a little bit of work to get it to this stage. And we did the review on the primer. It's been drying now for a day or so, and this is ready for paints again. From Russia with Love. This is my GB. This needs painting up, but I think I need to get, or at least try and get the F16 done first, because I've got less time on that. But absolutely fantastic kit, the Eduard MiGs, and I love the SMT with the big hump on the back of it. I think it's a cracking looking plane, and it goes together very, very well. Next up is the Viggen. If you've already seen the update on this, you've seen what it's like. Beautiful aircraft, beautiful kit, the Trangus Viggen that we actually stock ourselves. And this terrifying camo pattern, which took me about 2 or 3 days non-stop work to get it to this level. The camo wasn't actually as bad as I thought. It was time consuming, but that's what modelling is. We're here to use the time for modelling. I think it's come out well, faded, mottled, etc. Still got underneath to do. The black base primer is showing through. I'm just going to fade some of the panels, etc. like it, paint the wheelbase, and then we can clear coat it, ready for decals. And like I say, the last video went up about 2 weeks ago, is it 3 weeks ago? Hopefully 2 more will be done. We need to decal it, get the landing gear on, and then we need to source some ordnance, because there's no ordnance with the kit. So I think I'm going to steal what I need out my Eduard F14 Danger Zone kit, and then buy the Eduard aftermarket set for that. So we'll do that. So there those. I've got another car in progress, so I want to show the finished Lamborghini first so I can get it out of the way. So this is the Yashima Aventador I was building last time. It wasn't finished the last time we looked. I have done an at the bench update on this showing it finished, but I'll show it in the new show now. Absolutely fantastic kit, beautiful kit, just a joy to build all around. And the next thing I get to is like a bit of a step away from that, but we'll get to that in a sec. Really, really nice kit. My real first foray back into cars for about 3-4 years, and my first real, right, let's do this properly and try and get everything perfect job. So absolutely amazing kit. We've got the full interior, the doors work, they're a little bit finicky to get where we want, but I can show you the inside. You've got all the interior detail, the seats are the same colour as the body, stay up all the way through, so both doors open, they do stay open as well. The boot, I say the boot, the engine cover, which is a little bit fiddly to get open. It's there, actually comes off. So there's all the engine detail in there, absolutely fantastic, full engine, all the rear suspension parts, etc., all in there, absolutely beautiful. And like I say, I bought a few more of these Oshima kits because they are stunning. Paintwork came out really well. I do have some orange peel, sadly. It's mainly on that roof and at the back there. You can see the light catching on it. The rest of it isn't too bad. It's a few bits here and there. I used a 2K lacquer on this. It gave a real nice finish. But oh my god, it's terrible stuff. For a health risk, no, I will not use that again. So that won't be getting used anymore. But I'm very happy with the result of this. Like I say, my first real venture into cars. I think it came out quite well myself. So we're very happy with that one. So that's pride of place in my display cabinet. What have I been working on lately? As you can see there, we've got the that's a 2K 2-pack clear coat. What I did this time was use the 1K, which is a less harmful variant of that. And I'll be honest, although it's not meant to be as good, I think the shine on this is better than on the Lamborghini. Again, it's not perfect. There's a little bit of dust in there I need to get rid of, but I just clear coated ready for the decals. I don't know if to go straight over the bare paint itself or clear coat it. I thought no, I'll clear coat it, but that is easily on par, or it might just because it's black it's better, I don't know, but that is straight as it comes out the airbrush gun, the spray gun. I've done nothing else to it. It's not been buffed, polished, sanded back, and it's a very, very nice clear coat. Well impressed with that. It still stinks, you still need an extractor, a mask, etc., but it's nowhere near as bad as the 2K. So there's the body, a little bit of work on that. There's a few seams that need sanding back. This is a Tamiya kit. This is no way you can compare this to the Oshima kit at all. They're a different ball game. And I did see a poster there, I'm not going to name names, but it's a few guys who are going to venture into having to go doing cars. I think some of them have before, but they were commenting on a Tamiya kit that, you know, no detail in it, no engine, etc. If you want that, you need to stay clear of Tamiya kits because they're just curbside kits. You very rarely get an engine, very little detail compared to some of these newer Japanese kits. They're not on par. If you wanted a kit, which I would have done, to be honest, if you were going to do it the way you guys are going to do it, and you know, you probably know you are, I'm not going to mention names, so I'd have picked something a bit better, to be honest, but hopefully your kits will turn out well, and good luck to you all. So that's that. So there's a clear coat. Very happy with that. That's a stunning finish. It looks great under all these lights as well. I've got like 1, 2, 6 lights on in here, and absolutely brilliant. So decal next. The difference is the 2K is dry in about 48 hours. You can start mucking about with it. I left it for 5 days on that. This stuff, I suppose, it takes a week to fully harden. So I think putting decals on will be alright. But if you're going to sand it back or whatnot, you're best leaving it for a little bit longer. So well happy with that. It's one of my favourite cars, the RS500. So that's that. Then we've got the interior. Now I've got a loose wheel at the minute. I don't want to glue, well, I don't want to attach the wheels just yet. I'll take that off and we'll show you this first. It's one of these front ones and it's bound to fall off because it is loose. But we have all the wheels are done. That one is loose. So what we did, the kit decals were absolutely shot on this, so I had to buy a new set, which I have. Sadly I didn't get the tyre ones, so I had to buy these Pirelli ones for the tyre, a whole sheet just for 4 but needs must. So they were done, put on straight onto the tyre, then dual coated, brushed, well, dual coat brushed over the top to blend it in. They've worked really well. Now the rims, the chrome is very good on these actually. For the age of the kit, it's a near 30-year-old kit, 25 years old actually, sorry. It's very good. When looking at the real car, the outer rim is chrome, the centre is your standard Ford alloy colour. So I use my circle template to spray flat aluminium into the middle, let that dry, and then we picked it out with some oils to enhance the detail. That wheel's going to fall off when I spin this round now, guarantee you. Oh, maybe not just yet, in a minute it will. So there we go, that's the wheels and tyres. all the pictures of the car I've seen, the wheels are fairly clean, so that's how this has been depicted. Underneath, this is about the only transmission engine detail you get on these Tamiya kits, and to be fair with this one, there's quite a bit underneath with it being rear wheel drive, sorry. So there is quite a bit of detail there, so not too bad at all. Sanded the seam off the tyres. Not an easy thing to do, to be honest. We got most of it off. You can still see the remnants, but once the body's on, you can't see it anyway. So that's the actual chassis itself. Then we've got the interior. I need to grab a couple of bits. So we've got a steering wheel, which has been painted with a UMP primer. Centre picked out with the super metallic Mr. Hobbies. We flocked the seat. Now this is one thing that I think it needs a bit more. I've flocked the seat. I think it's gone a little bit too matte, because I was mucking about afterwards, so I'm probably going to add a little bit more to this today to try and give it that more textured look, but it's getting there. I didn't put a massive amount on. You can see there's a little bit missing at the back just there, because I did want to absolutely clad it, but we got the carbon effect decal on, which has worked very, very well. These are carbon seats. That's patched in about 8 to 10 pieces because it just wouldn't conform, but that's turned out very well. So the seat needs a bit more flock on it, I think, which I'll probably do later today. To go along with the seats, I got these beautiful HGW cloth belts, which are micro textile printed say belts, which is what the car actually had, with the photo etch 5-point harness, it's a 6-point harness, sorry. And they're beautiful, very, very nice. I had to order those directly from those themselves. While I'm on, I'll show you the carbon decal as well before we go any further, which is in here. There it is. I'm not going to whip it all out because it's a bucket to get back in, but it's a big A5 sheet of the stuff, so you do get plenty of it. And the other thing that arrived as well was the roof antenna. So we'll have to carefully drill into that roof at the end to get the antenna in, because it's on the cars as standard. Now, rest of the interior, it's very nearly done. I've got the dashboard to still detail up. This was hand painted last night. I actually meant to put a wash on it before I went to bed and completely forgot, but we picked out some of the detail. It needs a bit more picking out. Now, on the real RS race car, this lower half of the dashboard actually isn't there, but because of the car and being a curbside kit, the doors don't open, you can't really see it anyway once it's in. So I'm going to leave it in. I've detailed it up and I will wash it all. And there's a decal to go inside there for the speedo, etc., rev counter and whatnot. So that still needs doing. The interior, we've got the fire extinguisher in. We've added the plumbed in piping for that, which runs through to the floor of the engine bay. We've got these lovely braided pipes and hoses, etc., which run to the back underneath the chassis to there. And then we've got the dry fuel cell at the back with the lovely resin hose connectors, etc., picked off, painted. If you want to see more on this, go to the bench update, you can see a bit more. It's not quite to this level, but I think I explain and show things a bit better. Battery box, the battery holder, and the roll cage. Now the roll cage, quite happy with this, it's turned out really well. All you get in the kit is that piece up, that piece down, and that centre spar there in the middle. I added all these other bits out of plastruct white rod and then painted it up, and it looks a million times better now as a proper full roll cage. Now the real car does have a front bar up through the dashboard, but you can't see it in the car anyway. It goes from there upwards through the dash, like I say, but you can't see it, so I haven't bothered adding it. But yeah, interior is nearly done. Just get that seat flock properly, get this detail painted properly, get the steering wheel put on. The steering wheel still needs picking out with black in the middle as well, but that's that. Nearly done. Really enjoying it again. It seems to be mostly what I'm working on lately, which is good because it's different, it's a change, and I mean, it keeps you eager. I think building things you don't normally build for yourself is a good thing because it keeps you eager into the hobby, and it gets your skills up there as well. Keeps new things, whatnot, you can progress. Oh, nearly forgot about him as well. The Minion, for a few bananas more. He's progressed a little bit. Again, just picking out the beauty of these things. You can pick at them when you don't feel like doing something. Picked out some of his details. His arm keeps falling off, it's not glued in yet. So we picked out his hat, his goggles, his shawl, his sheepskin jacket. So we've still got a bit of white to add to this, his gloves. Stubble, I was thinking of using the flock. I was going to put some glue on just in specific places and pop it on, we shall see. But he's a work in progress. The minions are absolutely fantastic. We've got more and more being added all the time. We've got some fresh ones to go on the page as well. They're just brilliant fun. And like I say, when you don't feel like doing any actual modelling, they're a great thing to be able to just pick up and, you know, hand paint, do whatever you want to them. And they're great. So yeah, he's a work in progress. Next month he'll be done. And something else, again, we got a restock of. More retro kits was the Imperial Interplanetary Reconnaissance Probe. This is a great little kit, tiny little thing, nice bit of reference in there as well for you to build it, and I think that's a great looking, that's a nice simple kit as well. So I'll be building that at some point through the month. So that's it really, that's enough waffle from me. They're all the builds. I don't think there's anything else I've missed out at all. Hopefully we'll have another Kraz video this month, maybe another vegan, and a few completed builds, because I haven't finished a build other than a Lamborghini for quite some time. I think that's the only build I've finished this year, to be honest, because so many are in progress. So that's it. So there you go, that's my waffle and build update. I'll take you back to Lee, and I'll see you around. See you soon guys, take care, bye bye.
There you go, thanks Paul, thanks for that. As you can see, he's got a lot on the go at the moment. Hopefully we'll have a few more of those techniques videos out this month as well. I know he's working on them. The vegan's that close, it looks fantastic what he's done with that paint job. I know he's a bit worried about that camo scheme, but I think he's nailed it there with the After Effects and everything. Looks absolutely spot on. So hopefully we'll see another Kraz one this month as well. So you guys that are waiting on that, that should be out, released this month also. So unfortunately I've got no builds this month. I've been with this new company and everything. Running 3 companies is not easy, and I just haven't had time to get on the bench. But I've got to get that F16 done. I am going to do that. I promise. I promise. All that remains is to say thank you to our sponsors. So a big thank you to eModels, S&M Stuff, MJR Models and Hobbies, and Ultimate Modern Products as ourselves. Again, as we say every month, without you guys, none of the competitions would have such good prizes at all. So thank you very much for your continued support, guys. And I think that's it for this month. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Sorry it's a little bit of a short and it's a little bit late, but as I say, it's now 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm still tired. I need another coffee. But anyway, until next month, take care. Bye bye.